These are the facts about MeTV. Fact number 1, MeTV has great memorable programs. Fact number 2, MeTV has a large viewing audience. Fact number 3, MeTV is a great place to advertise by the spot, by the program, by the day, by the week, or by the month. To start getting the word out about your business to thousands of potential customers throughout the Monterey, Salinas, and Santa Cruz areas, call me, Jim Vossen, at 831-236-5994. That's 236-5994.
Oh, welcome back to the Seaside Television Show, Seaside-Sand City Television Show, excuse me. Rich is probably watching that, got to be careful. Seaside-Sand City Television Show right here on KYMB, Comcast Channel 19, over the air at 27.1, and in the Fresno area at 33.4. I'm Jim Vossen, V as in Victor, OSSEN, brought to you in part by the Seaside-Sand City Chamber of Commerce. And this gentleman just came on the board of our chamber. Melvin Roach, how are you doing?
I'm doing great, Jim. How are you?
And you are in the real estate business.
Absolutely.
We're going to get you a little closer to this. That's okay. Are those prescription shades? Or
no, they're just sunglasses.
Those look expensive. How much? Can I ask how much those are?
You know what? I don't remember.
Oh, you don't remember?
I bought those shades.
So weren't that expensive? You'd remember that, right?
Oh, absolutely. They're about 10 years old, though.
Okay.
You know.
You think they're more than $40?
No, I don't.
Yeah, good.
I won't pay $40 for shades.
That's good.
You have to get mine.
You ever see those guys who driving along and they have like the roadside stand somewhere out some highway and they're selling sunglasses?
Absolutely. Hey, and I'm pretty sure they make a pretty decent living. Everyone wants a cheap pair of sunglasses.
I guess.
I buy them cheap because I lose the good ones.
You know what I still have? I have. I think it was a couple of years ago. Went to the eye doctor. You know, you do the eye dilating thing, and sometimes they had those little cheap, giveaway things. But they gave me this little nicer. I'm sure they charge your insurance company Arbor Lake that are kind of wrapped around type of things. I mean, they look ugly as sin, but for driving though, they're really good because it's
sun rays.
I know as I get older, this is a little more sensitive out there. Absolutely. So where are you from originally?
St. Louis, Missouri.
St. Louis, Missouri.
Yes. My dad was military, which is how we ended up here.
Oh, I got all these military people, huh?
We're brats.
Now, were you ever in the military yourself?
No. Never.
No. Okay. So what arm of the what branch was he in?
He was Army, stationed right here at Fort Ord.
Oh, at Fort Ord. Okay. Did you come out here with him?
Yes.
How long have you been here?
Oh man, I'm 45 now. So
you're 45 now?
Okay. So I got here.
How about yesterday?
I was still 45.
Good.
I could age by day if I can do a year in a day.
You've been here all most of your life? Were you born here? No. You were born in St. Louis, Missouri.
I got here 11 years old.
Oh, 11 years old. Yep. Oh, okay. So you went to schools here?
I went to King Middle School. Actually, I went to Highland Elementary School, King Middle School, Monterey High School for 2 years.
Did you ever meet Helen Rucker?
No.
Oh.
What? Maybe so. I'm good with faces, not names.
She's an important person with the school stuff and everything. She was on the city council one time.
Okay.
Anyway, she was a guest here, in fact.
Okay.
Very interesting person.
Is she part of the chamber, then I'll have to meet her?
She's what's called a friend of the chamber.
Okay.
But she's a very historic person.
Okay.
Yeah. And hysterical, too. No, I'm just joking, Alan. Okay. All right. So anyway, you went to what high school did you go to?
I went to Monterey High for my first 2 years. Graduated Seaside High.
Oh, okay. All right. So they kick you out of Monterey? What?
No, I just wanted to change. Initially I went to Seaside High School, Monterey High School, to get away from all the friends that I was hanging. I mean, they weren't bad. It's just I wanted to meet new people.
But here's the important question is this. So you went a little bit to Monterey High and to Seaside High, right? Okay. Which had the better girls? Better looking girls? That's important to know.
Well, I have to say, because I met my girlfriend at the time at Seaside High. I didn't have a girlfriend at Monterey High, but they both had their equal fair share of good looking girls.
The reason I'm from San Francisco, I went to Lincoln High. And I have to say, our high school had the best looking women.
Okay.
Yeah, kind of. I don't know what it was. We just had them. Unless there's somebody out there watching who went to Washington. Yeah. Those were kind of rowdy girls over there. But anyway, all right, so you've been here, you're 45 years old, been here since you were 11 years old. That would be about how many, 34 years?
34 years. 34 years.
So let's see, you get out of high school, what'd you do right away?
Oh, in high school, I got a job working for Lucky's grocery store.
Oh.
I took a class called...
Where was the Lucky's at that time?
It was in Del Monte Shopping Center.
Del Monte Shopping Center, which is... Wait a minute, Del Monte.
the Del Monte.
Okay, where Whole Foods. That was a Lucky's. Okay.
That was Lucky's at the time. So I got a job there, and I stayed in that industry for about 19 years.
Really?
It changed over to Albertsons and Save Martin. I was working at the Sand City.
Let me hear you say, would you like paper or plastic?
Well, plastic or paper today, ma'am?
Oh,
sir?
okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, and there was a time, by the way, I bring this up every once in a while. There was a time when the environmental people said, "Get plastic, don't get paper."
Yep.
But you know that was the wrong one, wasn't it? Yeah. Shame on those people.
And after a while, they took all the paper out of the stores.
Oh.
After a while, they took the paper out, then they brought it back, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My sister and I used to have an argument about that because, and she said she'd get plastic, I'd get a paper, and I said, well, here's the deal: all those dinosaurs, there's only so many of them that are around there, but trees keep on growing, you know. So
That's right.
That's okay. All right. So, so you worked there for how many years?
19.
Wow. Well, wait a minute now. Well, 19. Well, that was up till about how many?
About 2003 is when I left the grocery industry.
Well, what store was that at that time?
Sand City, Save Mart.
Oh, Save Mart. That was the Lucky's at one time, wasn't it?
Lucky's, Albertsons.
Albertsons, right? Albertsons. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So anyway, so the food business stuff. Save Mart's my store. That's where I go.
You like that one? Huh?
Well, you know, it's
Safeway?
kind of, huh?
Over Safeway.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll tell you one of the reasons is this. I really don't like stores that do those club number things.
Oh, I see.
I really don't.
Yeah.
Because
you just want to get the deal. You don't have to slide a card.
Yeah. I mean,
Absolutely.
I can live with, you know, one week it's not my Dr. Pepper week. I can live that sale's going on next week. I get the gist of that, and I see sale prices. I can be shopping. I just don't like. Anyway, so that's why. And plus, when you go to a store over and over, you're familiar with it. You can get through faster. You know where the stuff is that you want to get there.
Well, you know, this is why they sometimes will go in and change everything around on you. They'll bring a stock crew in and put the sodas on this side, and everything that you're familiar with is now lost, so you can wander through.
Let me tell you what happened the other day. I go in there, grab a cart, start getting a few things. And I always have a hard time. Do I want the little basket or do I want the cart? Well, I get the cart. It's on wheels. So I go down and I see that Progresso soups are on sale. So I get about 5 or 6 cans, put them in the upper part, you know. Then I pull the thing back out into the main aisle. And then I realize, I want to go back and get some cereal. So I walk back, and I swear it's only 3 minutes while I'm deciding on cereal. I come back out, my cart's gone. One of the ambitious guys there decided to put everything away.
Yeah. Someone left that.
I told him next time, chalk the tires. Bag and what the?
Start writing shopping cart tickets. Huh?
But he went back and got the exact soups. He knew where he put them.
Okay,
You know? So
sure.
he's an okay guy. Yeah. It was kind of funny. All right, so now you did all that, and then somewhere along the way you decided you wanted to get into real estate. Is that right?
Yes.
Because you think that's where all the money is, huh?
Well, what?
It's a good thing you didn't get into it like about 6 years ago, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I tell you what, in the grocery industry, I actually thought I was going to be able to retire. With my dad being military, I'm thinking, okay, 20 years in, I'm thinking
you thought you had it in the bag.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I go to the union office, and they say, I asked them, I say, hey, I'd like to check and see how close I am to retirement. They said, oh, no, your time served and your age has to equal 85. Well, at that time, I was 30-something years old. I had 18 years in. And
hold on a second. What did they say?
Your time served in the company and your age has to equal 85. So I was probably 35 years old.
So if you started when you were 84 and you only worked there a year, you'd be okay.
You can retire. But
I never heard of it put that way before.
Yes. And so at that moment, I thought, wait a second, I got to put another 15 years in to retire.
Wow.
I can't do that, not in this company. So it prompted me to want to do something different, and that's what made me get my real estate.
You know, a buddy of mine, one of those guys, and I tell the story every once in a while. You grow up, you have your group of friends, and there's one guy was kind of like, you ever watch Big Bang Theory?
Yes.
You ever seen that?
Yes.
You know the Howard guy, Wolowitz?
Yes.
This guy was kind of like Howard, okay? If I can use that term. Kind of like Howard. And so, but you know what he did? He gets out of high school. He gets a job working at the post office for a couple of years.
Okay.
Leaves that, joins the Navy. He's in the Navy for 20 years, gets a retirement from that, goes back to the post office, and finishes another, whatever he did. He gets 2 retirement checks. And we thought he was the Howard guy, you know?
Fantastic.
I know. Just by the way, that's Sheldon over there. His little doll over there with the bubble head.
That's Sheldon.
Yeah, I used to have Sheldon in the front of it. Yeah, I'm a Big Bang guy. Anyway, all right. So let's get into real estate now. To get into the real estate business, you have to start out as a real estate salesman, and you need to get a license to do that. Is that correct?
Yes.
So did you do that right away, or did you work somewhere to kind of learn a little bit, or?
I actually, once I got established with my real estate license, passed the state exam, I was wanted to get into Century 21. I continued to put a call into I forget the guy's name now, but I left him a couple of messages over a couple of days. I was maybe a little more impatient than I should have been.
Yeah.
He didn't call me back, so I talked to a guy who was a broker for a company in Monterey, and he said, well, you can sign on with me, and we'll move from there. So he kind of brought me in and taught me a little bit in the industry.
So how do you get a real estate license to begin with? You pass a test, but did you take a course somewhere?
Well, I started off at Monterey Peninsula College. I took real estate principles.
Oh, okay.
But I believe you have to have 3 real estate courses before you can qualify to sit for the state exam. So I took principles, practice, and real estate finance, and I ended up taking escrow and all these other courses. But you have to start out with 3 at least. Okay. And you credited, you pass those courses, then you take the state exam.
Okay. So now, did you take those 3 courses at the same time, same semester, or do you alternate them? What?
I started the one principles at MPC. Once I recognized that it took me 3 months, I mean, I was studying daily while we were going in just doing a chapter a week, and it was just a little slow. So once I got my credentials for that course, and I did online courses from there.
I see.
That way I could study on my own time.
So from the time you thought you wanted to do this to the time you got your salesman's license, how long was that?
We'll say about 6 months.
About 6 months. Okay. All right. So then you're a salesman, you're working with this company for a little bit, and then somewhere along the way you said, well, wait a minute, I want all that commission.
Well, I decided to try.
Is still 6%? Is that the standard of the industry?
It's standard for listing, 6%. But of course, I represented more buyers than sellers back then, and so I would get. They sometimes would offer you 2.5% on the sales side.
On the sales side.
Yeah, the sales side. If you're bringing in the buyer, you're considering the selling agent. Because you're the one that's selling.
All right, so that leaves the listing agent still with what?
4.5%.
4.5%.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, 3.5.
Oh, 3.5%.
That's okay.
Yeah, that's right.
I didn't take the course.
No, anyway. Okay.
See, I transitioned to the listing side. I just want more money. See, I'm thinking 4.5.
I set you for that. I shouldn't have done that to you. I'm a terrible guy, mean guy. So now you saw the first interview. How was that? Was that okay?
Oh, it was fantastic.
Okay? This kind of fun.
You guys did a great job.
Well, yeah, he's a nice guy, huh? You think a guy that owns all these McDonald's and stuff would be kind of a snobby guy, but no, very nice guy.
Very humble.
Yeah.
Yes.
And
I also saw the interview last week.
Oh, the ones I sent out.
Yeah. I think I watched it on the internet, over the internet.
Over the internet while it was live? Oh, okay. That works, all right. Wow.
Yes.
Okay, it's amazing that stuff works. All right. So anyway, so you're a real estate person for a little while. How long are you doing that?
From 2000.
Do you have another job, or you rely on this? This works for you?
I rely on this, but it's getting a little tough.
Yeah. Did you have another job while you were starting this, or no?
Well, back in 2003, I did have the job with Lucky's, and I did both to transition out.
Okay.
And then, of course, the market got hot in 2005, and then crashed, and here we are. So I did a couple of jobs in between from 2007 up until about 2009.
Okay.
And I went over to Keller Williams Realty in 2009 till about just about last year.
Okay. So now you said that you work mostly with buyers, did you say? Okay. So these are buyers or somebody that comes to you and says, I'm looking for this.
Yes.
As opposed to somebody who's selling something who's looking for anybody.
Right.
Okay. So you work with them, and does that work? Are you working out okay a little bit? You want to?
You know, I'm actually transitioning into becoming a listing agent.
Listing agent.
Because my target market area is Seaside Highlands, which I was a buyer's agent for that area for a few years, and we did pretty well over there. And so now that I have more market knowledge for Seaside Highlands, I mean, I have the floor plans, city map, the number of home builds, and we've got it all for those sellers that are looking to sell, to provide them the information, market data, in order to get them on the course to pricing their property fairly.
Now up in the Seaside Highlands, that's I guess the newer place. One of these days we'll have a newer place, but it's the current, more newer place. Are there homes available there?
There is only one active listing on the market right now.
Oh.
There's probably three that are pending. Two have been pending since 2013, I would say April and June. One that's
pending to be on the market, or pending sales? Pending sales.
Pending sales. They're in contract, but they're short sales, so they've been pending for quite some time, waiting for the bank to come in line with the sales.
Oh, okay. They have some of those houses too up in that area?
Short sales?
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely. That area was actually hit pretty hard. We were actually
when they first came out, what were they? Were they in the $350,000, $400,000 more when they first knew, or were they even higher than that?
350 to 400,000 more.
No. When they first came out on the market, when they were brand new, what were they selling for roughly?
When they were lots, I think they were somewhere around 400,000 to about 700,000. But once they were actually built months later, they were anywhere from 800 to 1.2, 1.3.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
And so now at the beginning of the crash, we were actually having like a half off sale over there. I think back in last year, I think we sold, there were about 13 sales over there.
So now all the lots are built on and everything?
Oh, yeah.
That's all done and everything?
From 2003 to 2004, I believe the development was complete.
Okay. All right. First of all, before we lose time here, how do people get a hold of you if they want to sell their home, or they're looking for something? How do they get a hold of you?
Well, you know, I do a lot of marketing on the Facebook pages. Most people are online on the internet, Facebook and Twitter.
How about the normal people?
The normal people, well, you know.
How about can they call you?
Absolutely.
All right, and how do they, besides yelling out their window, what's your number?
831-869-1198. You can find me on email, Realty Advisor MR, which are my initials, Melvin Roach, at gmail.com.
At gmail.com.
And you can find me on Facebook, Realty Advisor MR on Facebook, Realty Advisor MR on Twitter.
On Twitter?
And Seaside Highlands Real Estate.
Do you do a lot of Twittering stuff?
Yes.
Yeah. And just out of curiosity, just for my own person, have you ever really, you think you completed a sale because you used Twitter?
No.
Okay. I just want to,
you know,
are you in that LinkedIn stuff too? I don't.
I am. I do have a LinkedIn account, but I don't get onto LinkedIn too often. But I do post a lot on Twitter and on Facebook. I actually send out a lot of Seaside Highlands market data, even for the city of Seaside.
Now, what's the market data? What is that exactly? What's that?
If maybe homeowners are interested in the number of sales over the past 6 months. Then I generate that report and get it over to them. If they're looking for a number of listings within the past 3 months, I get that over to them. If they want to know the amount of sales volume or the price of the sale versus the listing price, then we get that information.
How about that one other area in Seaside up by the golf course?
Okay.
Weren't there some lots up there? There was going to be some stuff. Where's that at? Do you know anything about that?
There are still some lots available up there, and they've had several sales. I haven't done any sales of the properties on the golf course, but if there's any individuals looking for that information, I can surely provide it.
Yeah, I'm just curious what was happening up there, and then I guess down the road, somewhere along the way, there's going to be a lot of available home space across the James Moore. There was
General Jim Moore Road.
Jim Moore Road there. Yeah, that a lot of empty space there. It looks like that's was ready to
well, you know,
put a tent there, you know.
From joining the chamber, you know, that's one of the reasons I felt like the chamber was very strong. It's because you can stay active in your community and to understand the growth and developments for the city, and that's where I want to.
Because, you know, one of our big problems, we're talking about water. We need to do something about water, and Rich Glenn has been really into this and very informative on things that make me want to think that we apparently, according to Rich, we have water in Seaside under us that we're not using that we should be able to use.
That's the first I've heard.
Well, there's some certain things called water rights on things that maybe we need to take advantage of, and maybe this will get me in trouble. But maybe I know we have this mayor's group that's working on the water. Maybe Seaside needs to look on their own and figure their own plan out for the interest of Seaside, and not just, you know, look what Sand City did with their desal plant.
Well, and Seaside, if I can say this, they have one.
Well, it's not a bad word.
That's supposed to that they're talking about through the city in order to develop a desal plant for the city of Seaside.
Oh, is there somebody talking about that already?
Well, that's just what I hear.
I like that. That'd be a good idea. All right. Anyway, what else? What can we get? We got you there. This is. We hope that, Coach, and you're. Well, you look younger than you told me you were.
Okay. Yeah.
So, are you married?
I am married, separated.
Married, separated?
Yes.
Okay.
For about a year now, we've been separated.
Oh, okay.
I have 3 kids.
You have 3 kids?
My daughter's in college.
Daughter's in college?
Yep.
Wow.
Yep, she was.
And where are the other kids going?
I have 2 boys at home. Well, one goes back and forth to his mom and I, the younger one, he's 9. And I have a 17-year-old at Monterey High School who he's with me full time.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
All right. And does he have interest in the real estate business at all?
You know, I actually try to get him involved in some of my marketing campaigns, but he's just not interested at this moment. So I kind of try to talk it a little bit around him just so he can pick it up.
All right. By the way, if somebody, just for ease of operation, if somebody was to go to Google and put in Melvin Roach, R-O-A-C-H, right? Would they find you?
I believe they will find me. I believe they will find me. I haven't Googled myself, but if you put in...
You've never Googled yourself?
No. I guess I'm going to have to try it when I get home.
Yeah. See, here's the thing. That's why I'm a narcissist. I Google myself every other day just to see
what comes up.
Oh yeah, I take up quite a few pages. So you know, yeah.
You want to get your...
Ron, have you ever Googled my name? Yeah. Don't I look cute there? Thanks, Ron, and everybody else. Thank you, Melvin. Very good. Welcome on board. We'll bring you back here sometime. Was this easy?
It was easy.
All right. Everybody out there, a little suggestion. This has been the Seaside-Sand City Television Show. Thank you for joining us today. Thank you, Ron. Good work. And where's that? Is Feliciano gone? Is he still back over there? Oh, there he is. Yeah. Anyway, everybody go out and have yourself a great day. We'll see you next Wednesday at 1 o'clock right here. Bye.
All right. That was a fact.
Thank you for joining us today for the Seaside-Sand City TV show, brought to you in part by the Seaside-Sand City Chamber of Commerce, located at 505 Broadway in Seaside. Stop by and say hello to me, Jim Vossen, most weekday mornings from 9 to noon, or check us out on the web at seaside-sandcitychamber.org. Don't forget to tune in every Wednesday afternoon at 1 for the Seaside-Sand City TV show, here on KYMB, Cable Channel 19, or over the air at 27.1.